Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some exciting Monster High news to talk about. From first looks at upcoming new Wave 3 Wednesday Netflix dolls, Agnes as well, first look at new core refresh Twyla G3 doll, breakdown on the latest episode, and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video cuties, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, starting off, yes, we have new photos of the Monster High Collector Comic-Con exclusive Laguna Blue doll here. In fact, it's actually a video, but these are screenshots from the video because Mattel Creations right now is kind of doing like publicity for all of their Comic-Con items, and so Laguna is one of them. I think, you know, it's interesting seeing the evolution of opinions on this doll. First, we all hated her. Then we saw the stock photos with the white background. We all kind of thought, oh, she's better. And now it's like 50-50. On my poll voting, the results are kind of evenly like evenly 50-50. You know, like I feel like a lot of people are saying no, they won't buy her. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of people will end up buying her, you know, like they will see her, like when the time comes, it'll be like, oh, okay, I mean, like, why not? I know for me, I definitely like her a lot more than dislike her. The only thing I guess I don't love is, I don't know, like the face could have been more interesting. I wish she came with her pumpkin pail, you know, if she's supposed to fit in with the other ghouls from, you know, Ghouls Rule would have made sense, but I don't know, it's really not her design. I feel like that's cute, so it's more just the pricing that really irks me. It's like she's so expensive and she's really not worth that much. Like I can assure you Mattel could have priced her at 60 and it would have been fine. But they know that enough fans will buy her, so I think she's really pretty. I think it's gonna come down to the last minute for a lot of us, you know, if you buy her or not. But still, she's a lot of money, so I don't think a lot of people are just gonna, you know, spontaneously buy her. Like, if they don't like her, they don't like her, you know. But what do you think? Has your opinion changed on Laguna? I feel like it's just interesting. Also, for me, she kind of gives me like superhero vibes more than anything. It's weird. But I don't know. I think she's really pretty, and I'm actually excited for her. I just don't feel like the whole concept of her being part of Ghouls Rule is like part of what I don't like about her, but not her design, and like not her design at all. It's more of just the concept of the idea of like she's supposed to be part of that, you know, like I don't feel like she is, like, but otherwise, like the doll herself, like really pretty. Then we get to the 4th episode of the Monster High Forgotten Battle of the Bands, and I still cannot get over how Mattel literally just killed the Monster High YouTube channel. Like every time I go there now, it's just Mattel Imagine. Like, what does it even mean? Like, it's such a shame. Like, what a waste, you know? Like 10 years and for nothing. Like they just in one snap of a finger, they're like, oops, okay, bye. I hate this. Anyway. The 4th episode continues straight off from where it ended in the last one. The mysterious new students play their song, basically hypnotizing all of the other classmates at Monster High. And it seems like everyone except for Skeleta is like under their spell. And so all of the other ghouls start to form bands, you know, under different names, which is really fun. Little Easter eggs, right? And it seems like they're all invested in like competing in Battle of the Bands now. And so we move to, we switch back to Headmistress, Bloodgood, and Rebecca. They talk about how Rebecca can no longer like activate the stage. And then that's when the unnamed students arrive into her office, basically, you know, telling her that they did not like being imprisoned on the stage or something. And so something basically happened with the 3 of those students and, you know, the past events of the history repeating themselves. And so obviously the headmistress is clearly like she feels bad about something, but obviously we don't know what that is yet. So the Cyclops, Symbel, I don't know, she like laser beams her, and I almost thought like, oh my god, is she okay? Yeah, she's just sleeping. So they put the headmistress to sleep because they are taking control of the school now. Basically, they're going to make sure that they win the battle of the bands again. And so they don't have to be imprisoned ever again. Again, we're not sure what happened, but it's very clear, if it wasn't already clear before, that these mysterious students are definitely evil. And now Skeleta, it's up to her to find, I don't know, a solution to all of this. Because again, it feels like she's the only one to not be suffering from this curse. And also she had a new song, which is really lovely. Then we had new stock photos and actual first real life pictures of the new Clawdeen Scare Salon playset. The hair texture seems to be curly locks, and the playset is costing around $30 US. So judging by how this person already was able to find her in person, I'm pretty sure that she's supposed to become available throughout the month of July. And again, she's kind of like pricey. I mean, is that a average price point for playsets? $30? I guess it is. But you do kind of get a lot here, like a little vanity and a little chair, even like a little foot spa. Now, I kind of thought at one point that the shower head actually worked, you know, like you could actually play with water here, but no, it's all just static, you know. So I kind of feel like if it was like working with like actual water that you could like pump through, and then, you know, you could actually wash her hair, that would have been really fun. But no, it's just more like make believe, which is also fun. I mean, I think the doll looks actually really decent. The face screening is not pixelated. The hair seems really good, and you know, the robe, the fuzzy details, the furry details, like the trim, looks really soft. So yeah, not bad at all. Just obviously she's in a robe, so it's not really like a casual outfit. And speaking of first real life looks here, we had a first look at the new Monsteristas Monster High budget dolls for G3, technically the second wave. These are priced at $16.99 US, and they were found in person as well, all four of them, although no Laguna, which yeah, sucks. But here we also have unboxed pictures for Frankie specifically, and that's where you can really tell that's, you know, that these dolls are cheaper because, well, number one, the face screenings are pixelated. So here with Frankie, you can see that, you know, it's not clear. It does look kind of, you know, it's very pixelated, so that's unfortunate. But also the hair has been confirmed to be poly, so that's also very unfortunate. I mean, I kind of assumed, because again, these are poly, these are budget dolls, so you would kind of think, okay, well, they're gonna probably use poly. So yes, they do. But at least there are layers to this outfit for Frankie. So the blue seems to be separate from the dress, which is unexpected. The legs, you know, do they come off here? I'm not sure, but the boots are simple new mold, I believe. I think they're cute. You know, this line is fine, but definitely not like worth more than 16, because again, the pixelation, the hair is just not the best. Then we had a very exciting first look at the new core doll for G3 Twyla, and this also opens up the door for other you know, secondary characters to receive you know, more core dolls, right? That's going to be so exciting. So I do think this is a step in the right direction, because I mean, it's always fun to get new core outfits for the main 5 ghouls, but it's always going to be also cool to get more dolls of other characters that are not as you know, popular. So Twyla here, it is kind of funny because I feel like a lot of people, when we first got this first look, we were disappointed at this doll of Twyla. A lot of us even said that the creepover doll looked better than this version, and I put up a poll, and I feel like the results are, yeah, that most people do enjoy creepover Twyla more than this new doll, and I feel like I agree. I don't actually dislike this new core doll of Twyla that much. Like, I feel like a lot of people are being very negative about her. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it has to do with like the expression on the artwork being a bit more, I don't know, sassy, I guess. Whereas with the original artwork for Creep Over Twyla, you could tell that she was a bit more innocent, you know, she looked a bit more shy. And I feel like, you know, her autism is definitely like a big part of her personality, obviously. Like it's a big deal of what makes her so unique, so special. And speaking of, I do think it's really fun that they actually gave her earrings in the symbol of like the loop, like the endless loop, which is obviously also very, you know, very well known in autism as well. That's kind of like a symbol that they use all the time. So I do like that little nod, obviously. And I think she's cute. Like the hairstyle is fun. The hairstyle reminds me of the Rainbow High Bedazzling Noemi doll, if you know, you know. The outfit, it looks interesting. So again, I don't hate it. I do like the colors. I feel like they're just so dark and almost kind of neon. I guess I prefer more pastels on Twyla, but I don't mind this, to be honest. The sweater does look like it's actual knit material. Like it's not just printed on fabric to look like it's knit. Like, no, this is like a real sweater, you know, like this looks like really good quality. So I do like the sweater. I don't love the idea of there being like a collar, like a smart looking shirt underneath the sweater. Like, I feel like it just doesn't, you can't really even appreciate the shirt underneath the sweater. It just, because the sweater is so big and bulky looking, that kind of just takes away all your attention, right? But yes, there does seem to be like some kind of like undershirt beneath the sweater, which yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see if that's a separate layer or if it's just all sewn together. The skirt looks like a bubble skirt. I can't really make out the fabric for the skirt. It might look like soft fabric, or it could end up being like very stiff, so I'm not really sure. But she does have tights on, which that's very likely a separate layer, so that's fun. You know, getting tights, fishnets are always a very good piece to have, especially for customization, you know, possibilities, right? So I do think those tights are a good item to have. And the shoes, again, I can't really make out the heels or anything, but the shoes look nice. I also like how she has like a dollhouse as a purse, you know. She has a little like miniature version of Dustin as a Labubu kind of charm. Like, okay. And I like her little Tupperware, you know, meal. Like, I like her accessories. So I also like how Dustin is sleeping here in a new pose. That's really adorable. So while I think I prefer the original Twyla for sure. I still like this one, and I would probably still buy her because she is really cute overall, and I do like the knit sweater. I like the tights being separate. I like the accessories. I think she's really cute, so I'm not really sure why people don't like her, but I don't think she's bad. I think she just, maybe the colors are too dark or neon for Twyla, perhaps. I guess that's the issue. But otherwise, I mean, like, I don't really see anything here that's inherently bad, you know, like badly designed. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me. It does, this new doll of Twyla does seem to be kind of divisive. So what do you think? And lastly, yes, we got a couple of very major Monster High Netflix Wednesday collector doll leaks here. So firstly, we had a first look at the new Wednesday Netflix season 2 doll here. This seems to be her new core doll, so not in the uniform. This time she's more in of a casual look per se. Because it's all black and the background is kind of dark, I can't really make out the full silhouette of her dress. Like, I can tell it's a dress, but like, how long is it? Like, what is the pattern on the dress? Like, is there separate layers here? Does she have tights on? Is it socks? Like, I really don't know. But it does look like it's a very casual look for her, and I like it. I think I prefer this version of her probably more than the school uniform Wednesday, if I have to be honest. I just feel like this has more personality, and I also like how the doll is a purse. You know, initially I thought like, oh, she comes with a purse, but no, that's actually a doll purse. So that's really cool. Also, Fing, the hand, you know, it's not the same mold like the previous version of Fing. It actually has a ring molded onto de-sculpting. So that's really fun. That's actually unique. So I love that detail. But speaking of unique, I unfortunately cannot say the same about the base doll for Wednesday here. The expression, the makeup even, the hairstyle obviously. Everything about the base doll herself here for Wednesday seems to be the exact same. You'd kind of think like, oh, she has like a different face grading because she seems to be looking up. But no, I'm pretty sure that's like an error. That's a defect because in the stock photo on the back of the packaging, you can clearly see that she's not supposed to be looking up. She's supposed to be looking straight ahead, like per usual. So the fact that in the packaging, in the box here, the doll looks like she's looking up, it's a defect. That's not supposed to be that way. So yeah, I don't remember exactly what the makeup looks like on the previous Wednesday dolls, but again, I'm pretty sure it's the same. So I think the main difference here obviously is the outfit. The shoe molds look different. That's appreciated. And the doll purse is obviously unique as well. Oh, and Fing obviously as well. So I do think there's enough here to warrant buying her, but I really would have preferred for her to have like a different face screening, maybe like a side glance or just different makeup. Again, just like little difference here and there would have been really nice, because again, otherwise you're essentially getting a second doll of just the same character. I mean, this, yeah, it is, but like, you know, like just the same doll, just different outfit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it would have been nice if she had like different makeup on, but yeah, she's cute. Definitely really cute. And we're also supposed to get a, what's her name? Goody Adams from the season, from the series. So this year she's coming to, apparently, but I'm not sure if it's still happening. I don't know. But I'm interested to see what she's gonna look like, because obviously in the show, Jenna Ortega plays Goody Adams as well. So I guess they're just gonna reuse the face sculpt for Goody. Just give her different hair color, obviously different outfit. But yeah, that's interesting to me. I wonder how she will look like. But wow, that was insane. We also got a first look at Agnes. Agnes here, from, oh my god, from the second season. Oh my gosh, Agnes DeMille. This is her doll, and we knew she was coming, but oh no. I don't know what happened. The face, the sculpt is obviously new. The screening, it just looks like she's terrified. Obviously in the show, she is a bit of a stalker, you know, she's a bit of a, like very purposefully, like they kind of paint her in like a, oh, she has big eyes, she's very creepy looking, you know, but like here on the doll, it's not like she has big eyes, like they're not like larger than Wednesday's eyes, you know, like they're not like overly, you know, done. It's more so that she just looks shocked, like the expression, just like her iris, like her eyes are just, they look small, like they don't look, like it just doesn't work. And I feel like she just looks so horrified or something. People have compared her to Annabelle. I see what they mean, but like the hair is obviously a different color, so you know, it's not the same. And speaking of the hair, if you compare the actual actress here to the hair color from the doll, it's not the same. Like obviously lighting is different, etc. But I feel like it's a bit too vibrant. It's just not the right hue, quite right. I also don't, I don't feel like the face screening captures her. I don't feel like the head sculpt captures the likeness of the actress, if that makes sense. With all of the previous dolls, I can kind of see like a cartoonified version of the actors, you know? But here, maybe it's just a bad quality of the picture, obviously, and the lighting and the angle, but here I can't quite see the actress, which is so sad. And then again, on top of that, the actual expression itself looks off as well. So, and then like I mentioned, also the hair color is off. So, and then on top of all of this, if that wasn't already bad enough, the outfit that they put her in is the school uniform once again. And I assure you, probably it's gonna be the same exact uniform that they gave to Bianca. Like maybe there's a little bit of differences here with the socks, you know, but the actual skirt and like jacket, I'm pretty sure it's the same like Bianca had. So that is so disappointing to me. Because what do you mean? I'm gonna have to buy the same doll, just now it's Agnes in the school uniform? Like, I understand that this is a uniform that they do wear in the show, but like, come on. Now 2 dolls are gonna have the exact same outfit. It just, I get it, it's a uniform, that's the whole purpose, but like, these are fashion dolls, experiment. They gave Enid a very fun combination of all her outfits. I don't understand why they gave that up, that they gave up that idea up after Enid and then Bianca, Agnes, both uniforms. Like, come on. I just feel like it's such a wasted opportunity. It just feels so bland. And again, they're uniforms, I get it, but this is just not, even so, there's just nothing unique here. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't like that they all have uniforms on that look identical, and there's nothing special about these dolls except the base dolls themselves. Like, it's just crazy. And then they expect me to pay 60 plus? Like, it's just, what? So yeah, I don't know if she has a bag. I can't see anything here, but she seems to be holding like a pencil or something. Okay. People also mentioned that because she turns invisible in the show, it would have been fun if she had like some translucent limbs, like her arms or legs. That would have been nice, you know, if they had given her some see-through limbs and the uniform. Okay, I would have been able to forgive. But no, there's quite literally nothing that unique about her. Except the base doll, like the face, the head sculpt is unique, I'm assuming. And the shoes from the front, I can't see what the object heel is, but it looks like at least on one of the object heels, it's like a white circle. So that's gonna be a doozy to find out what that is, you know, from the back. So yeah, overall, I am disappointed here with Agnes, the head sculpt, the face screening itself, the hair color, the uniform being the exact same like Bianca's, and then the object heel here looking like a big mess from the front even. All of this is not, it's not, there's nothing good here, I guess. Yikes. So that's, that's disappointing. I don't know, maybe I'm dramatic. What do you, I think she's cute. Maybe she's cuter in person. Obviously, this is a very bad picture, okay? But, I hope that when we get stock photos that we are able to kind of get a good look, because here it's not a good picture. I cannot see anything good about her. Like, I will get her because like I have all the other ones and I do think she's like okay, but like because she's a new character, but I feel like the execution is so off here. It's not good. Yeah, also, I'm not sure when these two dolls will release, like Wednesday and Agnes. Again, people already have them in person, so I'm assuming July, August, September is when they're going to be officially released, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. What do you think of Agnes? What do you think of Wednesday? Do you think it's like it's a flop? Do you think Agnes is a flop? I just feel like she turned out, it's just... It's disappointing. It is disappointing. Yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed this Monster High News recap, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I hope this video cuties consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way. No pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Thank you also to all my currently subscribed members. I see you and I appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.